I'm Carlos, your host of Detroit Digest, and I'm proud to say that our city of Detroit is a home of dynamic cuisine from all the corners of the world. But I know that when I want Southern Creole food, there's one place I go to. Right outside of Eastern Market, we've got Louisiana Creole Gumbo. Let's go check it out inside. While we're waiting for our food, we're here with the man, Joe Spencer. Joe.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having us, man. This is
glad
cool.
that you're here, man. So glad, come and see what we're doing here and taste some of our delicious food.
Now, I know I've been a fan of you guys for a long time here, being here, working here in the Market District for 13 years now.
Okay.
It's been one of my favorite places to go to. I bring home food myself. One day I remember I took some food to my mom, and my mom, not so much familiar with Southern cooking, she's from Mexico,
Okay.
fell in love with the food.
Okay.
We sat in my apartment, we crushed everything together, and she goes, how have I never heard of this place?
Yeah, okay.
When you want good food, when you want good flavor,
Come here.
come here.
Yeah, man, because, first of all, we're working with magic. The reason I say magic is that the recipes that we have are more than 100 years old. They're authentic. The original owner, Joe Stanford, who opened this restaurant back in 1970, that's more than 50 years ago, he learned these recipes from his mother, okay? He grew up in Louisiana, so, they had authentic dishes. If he was alive today, he'd be 115 years old. And he learned it from his mother, because it was his mother's recipes. So really old, authentic recipes, and we follow them to the letter. Joe Stanford, who was the gentleman that opened the restaurant, he was actually a master chef. He worked all over the country before he decided to come to Detroit. He was from Louisiana, had a military life, then went all over the country, worked in New York as a chef, worked here in Detroit as a chef, and then decided to open a restaurant that represented his cooking, the cooking he had grown up with. In 1982, me and my good friend Doug Morrison approached him about doing a franchise. And he at that time said, guys, if you had come to me 10 years ago, I'd have been great to do it. He said, but right now, I'm ready to retire. He was in his early 70s then. He says, I'll tell you what, you come up with X amount of dollars and with a lot of money, he said, I'll sell you this restaurant lock, stock, and barrel. My recipes, I'll show you how to run it the whole 9 yards. So that's how we got into it.
So we got a whole bunch of food here, a plethora of deliciousness. I got here, this is the jambalaya, this is the gumbo supreme, we got the red beans and rice, I got this amazing po' boy right here. We got mac and cheese that I'm so excited to bite into, and I love the 7-Up cake. Oh, and look at this, oh my God, hang on one second. It's so warm. Fresh, warm cornbread. This is what I'm gonna do first right here. Some fresh, warm cornbread, just for you. Looks juicy. So buttery. So buttery. I'm gonna jump in first to the jambalaya. Ooh, you just see so much packed in here. Everything's adding different flavor elements in here. Ooh, really savory. Spicy, but not too much. You're getting the flavor of the peppers, not necessarily the heat. So I'm getting all different kinds of yellow, green, red peppers, tomato. Ooh, we got lemonade? Need this. Thank you very much.
Lemonade.
Thank you. Yes.
That's all very fresh. Nothing but lemon, water, and ice and sugar.
Lemon, water, ice, and sugar. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Oh,
none of those artificial flavors and lemon enhancers and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Lemonade. It's delicious. Let me jump into the gumbo now. All right, let's do this now. Oh my God. I think I just got one of everything on this. You got shrimp, you got the chicken, you've got the sausage. So juicy. Once again, intense with flavor. Savory, but you're also getting the individual flavors packed in there. So I'm getting the sausage, I'm getting the shrimp, the celery, the rice, the tomato. Everything just cooked so well. Everything stewed together to create this one flavorful bomb. Not too much spice on this one. Not like the jambalaya, where this is definitely like a rice hearty dish, packed with the flavors of peppers and spices. This is a little bit more of a smooth flavor, one combined flavor. Even though it's juicy, and it's not so packed together, it's an extremely hearty flavor. And if anything, the simmered flavors of each individual ingredient in here cook together to create this impactful flavor. Both these dishes, you gotta know what you're in store for with these. This place is magical. I'm gonna jump into some sides now. Real quick, red beans and rice. Ooh, a southern staple. First time I had real red beans and rice was at a bar in New Orleans. And they just kind of had it there. Oh, did you want the red beans and rice? Yeah, I did. And I came here and that's the flavor. That's exactly what it is. Meaty, hearty red beans. The rice playing in it so well. Anybody who comes here from the South and eats this food, I'm sure they'll understand that this is legit. The recipe's are over 100 years old. They can't be not legit. This is where it's at. And to people like my mom who never had Southern food like this before, when I brought her here, she discovered something brand new that she fell in love with. All right. If you've seen this show before, you know that I love macaroni and cheese. Oh God, that smells so real. Cheesy. Oh yeah, this looks like hearty mac. This looks like the mac that you dream about. I'm gonna go for it.
All right, thank you, guys.
Not only are the flavors right, the textures are also perfect. You might not know from seeing that this mac is the greatest, but this is one of the greatest macaroni and cheeses that I've had in a long time. The flavor is outstanding. You get the right amount of cheesiness, creaminess. It's been sitting in this container for a little bit, and that has not affected the flavor. That has not affected the textures. This is what we're looking for right here. There's a little greasiness right here. You see the glisten in the sun, the way that the cheese sparkles. And that flavor. I'm a happy, happy man here. Sitting here, this is the kind of food that when I want to take something with me back home to impress somebody as a guest, this is what it is. Where did you get this from? Louisiana Creole Gumbo. This is the catfish po' boy. You can see the flakiness of the catfish right there. Looks like it's cooked really well. Juiciness coming out. I'm just gonna jump right in. Cheers. Not only am I getting the flavor of the catfish, also on the inside of this roll here, you're getting a crispy grill with the garlic and butter. Very garlicky, very buttery on the inside of the bread, crunchy. And then you've got the crunchy catfish on top, slathered in this delicious, creamy sauce on top, the spinach below. You can't not love spinach that's in a beautiful sauce. You don't need to go to Louisiana for this kind of flavor right now. This is outstanding. Impactful. The crust on the catfish is done perfectly while still keeping that tender, juicy flakiness of the catfish on the inside. This bun is done very well. Complements the inside of the sandwich, making this one unit of delicious sandwich. All All right, one thing that I need to do before we get out of here. If you know, you know. I love pound cake. I love 7-Up pound cake. This is something I grew up loving as a kid, are these flavors. But you can tell how dense it is, but it's still juicy. It's so juicy on the inside, packed with that flavor. This is the dessert for me. 10 out of 10. I'd come here just for the dessert if I had to. I can't even explain to you how happy I am. Louisiana Creole Gumbo has not just been a staple for this city for a long time, but it's been a staple in my house. So that's why I'm happy that I'm gonna get to take this home and share it. I'm Carlos, your host of Detroit Digest. Hope you like this one. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.